If you're looking for an entry-level RV, but maybe you want just some nice upgrades, that's where this one right here falls in. This is the 2025 Heartland Mallard 17RBL. And why I say this one has some upgrades, I mean, the outside, you're going to have a laminated exterior rather than aluminum. Inside, it's nice and bright thanks to the linear lighting they have up top. Really helps brighten this space up. And instead of a fireplace, like a lot of RVs with this floor plan have, this one has a furnace, so you can extend that camping season earlier into the spring and later into the fall. Now, right up front is going to be essentially the bedroom. You get a 60 by 80 residential size queen bed. The reason I like that is because, let's be honest, this is going to not be comfortable. It's only a 3-inch thick mattress. Probably one of the first things you're going to want to change out, either put a topper on there or swap the mattress out completely. But by being 60 by 80 and having all that space until the shelf, you can put a much larger, thicker, more comfortable mattress in there. You will also see storage underneath, and I do like that. So that way, you know, it's able to utilize that space underneath. It's not just wasted. You'll have nightstands on both sides with electrical outlets there. Again, as I mentioned, the shelf right up top, and there's a spot for a TV. So if you want to mount that TV, I do recommend a swing arm. That way you can swing it around, be able to watch it here in the dinette as well. And we'll get to that dinette and get to the campsite in just a second, because I do love a campsite dinette. But the first thing I do want to hit on, we talked about the lighting, and we talked about the furnace, but this one also has a roof mount AC. And again, a lot of these floor plans, because, you know, they're a little more price sensitive, rather than having an expensive roof mount, they will go with a side wall mount. And again, that unit is going to be less expensive, and it's not going to put out the cooling power this one right here does. So again, I love that they're putting in some of those nicer amenities. Moving into the kitchen space, you have storage all across the top. Good storage space up top there too. Like, I do appreciate that. You know, especially because you don't have a ton of drawers. You do have some spots down below here I'll show you, but again, good storage there. A hood, your window to let in some natural light, a little bit of a backsplash here too, which I do like. And then you'll see the 2-burner cooktop is turned sideways, and they give you a single basin sink. By doing that, it gives you all this prep space here in the center. I personally would rather have the prep space than have like a much larger sink or the 3-burner. I think, you know, I can't tell you a time I was using all 3 burners on a cooktop. Usually it's 1 or max 2, so I am fine with what they provide here. Something else I want to talk about before I drop down below is going to be this, and that's the fact this one does have a tankless on-demand water heater. More and more manufacturers are moving to that. And again, that is going to be an excellent addition here. As we drop down below, you can see the electrical outlet as well as your 2 full extension drawers. Granted, they're not huge, so you'll probably have to put your flatware in this way, but at least you do have 2 drawers. However, they kind of made up for that lack of storage by having all this additional storage here. I personally would have liked a shelf, at least on one side. That way I can put, you know, some of the pots and pans and other things in there, maybe even bowls and plates. Here, you know, it just kind of, it's big and open. You know, if it's me and this is my RV, I'm probably getting some kind of organizer in that space that is big enough. You can definitely do so. And then right over here to this side, you'll have the microwave right up top, as well as the 3.3 cubic foot 12-volt refrigerator. So 12 volts great because it just runs off the batteries, so that you know, you can be out, you know, kind of out boondocking a little bit and still be able to keep things nice and cold. We take a look over to the campsite. A couple things I do like here. One is going to be the storage. I do like having some storage above the dinette. And then you have the shelf here. But again, the thing I really personally enjoy is the fact they put an electrical outlet up top. So, you know, if you want to put like your cell phones and stuff up there to charge, you can do that. If you want to put like a small coffee maker up there, you can do that. Having that electrical outlet just really opens up the options for that shelf. You'll also see the campsite dinette with a window, so you get a view out to your campsite. This dinette does drop down into a bed if you need some additional sleeping space. Probably not going to work for adult, but a great spot for a kid, a dog, or if you have like a pack and play, as long as the kiddos aren't crawling out of the pack and play, you can drop this down to a bed, put it right up top. Unfortunately, there is not any storage underneath the dinette just because it is used up by other components. You can see you have the furnace actually located right here. You'll have your fuse box as well as some other electronics on this side. And then here on the wall, before we hit the bathroom, just want to show you that have the thermostat as well as your tank monitoring panel. Of course, your heat pump will be located on that panel as well. And then when we come back into the bathroom, right, this is a rear bath. The nice thing about a rear bath, there's a few things. One is that you generally get a little more space, so I can actually step out of the shower. If I want to change in here, I can do that. I don't have to do it in the middle of my RV. Another big advantage is oftentimes you get a lot of space when you're sitting on the toilet, and that's the case here. Excellent leg room, more than enough shoulder room here too. And a lot of times they will give you good storage for clothes, and that is exactly what you have. You have huge wardrobe space, a little bit of shelving space underneath there as well. Then the other side here is going to be the tub shower. Now, when I stand up in here, you can see at 6 foot tall, I can fully stand, which is pretty impressive. A lot of times in RVs this size, I can't do that. I have to duck down. The fact that it has that much height just really adds a lot to the versatility of this bathroom. And again, I know for a lot of people, even though some people that's not a breaking point, for some it definitely is. And just know that in this one, you can stand in the shower. All right, let's take a look at some of the outside features on the 2025 Heartland Mallard 17RBL. Right up front's going to be your 20-pound propane tank, rails for your battery right behind that. And then on the front here is going to be the diamond plating, helping protect that front end from some of the rocks and debris that may get thrown up by your tow vehicle. You also see the smooth aluminum front on here, gives a nice look to it. It's also nice and easy to clean. And as we come around to the side, as I said, the L on this one is for laminated. You have a fully laminated exterior here for your sidewalls. Taking a look at the pass-through storage, I do just want to point out that you have magnetic catches, which are great. And if we take a look inside there, it is really good size storage, again, especially for a camper that's this size. Something else I really like is the fact that you have 4 stabilizer jacks on here. A lot of times on campers this size, you're only going to get 2 in the back. The 4 definitely make it a lot more stable. You also see the power awning with an LED light strip, giving you that shade. You get some additional light at night as well. Then they went with a black fiberglass door here, really helps set it apart. I think it's a nice aesthetic, again, just like that nice, just got a nice look piece for the exterior of the camper. Going back a little ways, you will see this one has easy lube axles. So again, just trying to make that maintenance piece a little bit easier. You can pump some grease into that greaser. And then coming around to the back here, you can see that you have a square tubular bumper. There are some sewer hoses that will slide in there. It just depends on the fittings you have attached to it. And taking a look up top, we have a few things. One of them is going to be backup camera prep. Having the prep there is literally just a plug and play operation, makes it super simple to have that added. And then right here in the back is going to be our ladder prep. This one does have a fully walkable roof thanks to the 3/8" decking that's up there. So if you need to get up there for any kind of maintenance, or just if you want to get up there and lay up there to see the stars at night, you can certainly do that as well. Coming around to the side, we can see our 30-amp power cord will be located here, as well as the cable inlet. As we mentioned inside, this one has the on-demand tankless water heater. Dropping down, we can see the termination. Both your black and gray tank valves will be located right there. You'll see the city water inlet a little bit further up, and then all the way up here is going to be the fresh tank fill. As I mentioned, this is a great starter camper with just a little bit of upgrades. You have some upgraded amenities like that furnace inside, like the laminated exterior. If you're interested and you want to know price and availability, simply click on the link in the description. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and until next time, we'll see ya.